Hello?
Welcome, brother. What's going on, my man?
What's up? How's it going?
Good, brother. You want to throw your video on?
Yeah. Figured. That work?
Yeah, there he is.
What up?
What's going on, man? So you were just on Ariel's show, but he couldn't get the Skype going with you. What's up with that, man? He's slipping.
I don't know. He told me, he said, he texted me last night and said, can we Skype? And I said, yeah. So I was ready to Skype, but it's all good.
All right, well, I'll pick up where he dropped the ball at.
Cool.
Cool, man. So you mentioned during the show that he didn't show your setup to that KO. He also didn't mention that you had called that KO before that. That was pretty interesting. Where did that come from?
Yeah, my last, those last two fights, I called them perfectly. I both said they were going to be highlight reel knockouts. I said the LFA fight was going to go viral. Got over almost like 600,000 views. The UFC, that last fight, I said I was going to blow up after that fight. My Instagram went from 3,000 to I'm almost at 11,000 within not even a week. So, yeah, I've called them both. I mean, I trained hard for both those fights, and every night I knew I was going to win. Every night going to bed, I thought I was going to win, and it worked out perfectly.
So it's obviously the biggest platform in MMA to be on that show. How did it feel to get that recognition? It
was awesome. I was super jacked up about it. My manager said, hey, we're going to try to get you on the show. I was super pumped about it. I'm glad we got to. Next time, hopefully, we can Skype with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Get that money face on the camera, right?
Exactly.
What kind of hat you got on there, man?
Got a nice little bucket hat I scored in Vegas.
Nice. How was the experience in Vegas overall?
Oh, it was amazing. It was the first time I fought in Vegas, so the fight trip was awesome. They put us up at the Palms. There was 2 dispensaries right across the street from us. Obviously, I couldn't smoke because I had to get tested, but so it's awesome to see how you just walk in there and get it. They had a big billboard that said weed is legal. Loved that. Thought that was awesome. So, but yeah, Vegas was awesome.
So are you an advocate for athletes' use of marijuana?
I mean, I guess I am, but yeah, I am. I feel like, I mean, it's not for everyone. Not everyone likes it, but I just hate how it's looked at as like kind of like it's not as bad anymore as a stoner, lazy kind of thing. But I mean, I'm just being me, and I love to smoke weed, and I'm not afraid, not afraid to show it, obviously.
To let people know what you're about, right?
Right.
You had mentioned that in the interview with Ariel that maybe a lot of people had told you that sponsors might not back you if you were posting, stuff about you smoking and whatnot. But have you thought about the sponsors that you could possibly gain from the marijuana industry?
So yeah, that's another thing. I knew, like, especially at this time, we're alive right now, like, it just got legalized in Vegas. Like, I have Reef dispensaries. They're sponsoring me. They're throwing me some green and the medicine and money. So yeah, the sponsors I might lose because I smoke weed or whatever. Yeah, I'll probably gain in the industry with the dispensaries and stuff. So it'll all be good.
Is that something that you think Nate and Nick Diaz kind of open up the doors to, or is that something you feel like you would have been able to find and do yourself no matter what?
Right. Yeah, I think they're just not as open. I mean, they're open about it. They're just not as care too much for interviews and in that kind of social aspect. But yeah, I think I'm just being me. I'm not really trying to copy anyone or follow in someone's footsteps. I'm just being me. So.
Do you enjoy the spotlight?
I love the spotlight. It's what I fight. Like when I first started fighting, it was build self-confidence. But once I started, like, getting my first fight, there wasn't very many people there, but the lights were on me, and I loved it. I was addicted to it. I wanted that because I've always played team sports, and I didn't like that too much, basketball, football. Like, I liked the sports, but I didn't like I like the spotlight being on me. I like everyone watching me. So I love the lights.
Something you're comfortable with then, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, going into that fight, did the expectations meet the reality? I know you had called it and predicted everything, but impressing Dana White and impressing Snoop Dogg, I mean, that's not something you do every day. That had to be like a dream coming true, right?
Yeah, it was like I said, I knew Snoop was gonna be there, so I was like, all right. In previous interviews, I said Snoop's gonna want to want to meet me. I want to impress him that much to where Snoop wants to meet me. And sure as shit, like I didn't hear him say that, but after I watched the Snoop cast, he said I want to meet that kid. So that was really cool. And I knew if I got my shot in front of Dana and Sean Shelby, those guys are gonna want to watch me fight. I knew going into that fight, I'm an exciting fighter. I got so many people messaging me, congratulating me and telling me like how they look up to me and stuff, and it's awesome. It's overwhelming. I've gotten well over 1,000 messages through Facebook and Instagram, at night I just get ripped out of my mind. I message as many people back. I just say thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like telling people I'm reading their stuff. So, but yeah, it was a dream come true for sure.
That's awesome. What was the coolest part of the experience in meeting Snoop Dogg?
Just smoking with him. It was fun. It was short. It was 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, something around there. I think maybe. I walked in. He handed me a joint. And there was like 3 of them in rotation. So I've been passing. It was fun, man. He's a lot taller. He's a lot taller than you expect. He's 6'4". So I was standing next to him, like looking up to him, like he's a tall dude.
That's wild. So
yeah.
It blew your mind being in there with him, just passing one with the guy.
It was fun. There was, big security guys back there. He had there was a couple women back there. Wasn't too many people, but they had my fight replayed or the highlights of it, and that was the first time I had gotten to watch it after the fight. So I was watching it, getting all jacked up, like, oh shit. So I love watching. Like I'll fight and I'll watch my video. I'll watch it so many times. I have my fight memorized. Like that LFA fight, I watched that fight till I had it memorized. This fight, I've watched it over 100 times.
Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah.
So what does your friends and your family think of everything, especially your girlfriend being so close to you?
She's super pumped. She doesn't get nervous for my fights. She knows how hard I work. She knows how confident I am going into the fight. She was fine. She was good. My mom and dad get super worked up about the fight. That's just because they don't live here. They don't see what I'm doing. They don't see how hard I'm working. My mom's super against weed, like totally against it, hates it. Me and her don't get along.
Isn't your dad against it too, though?
He's not against it anymore.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of, but he's open minded. He's like
Gotcha.
He's learning about it and stuff. My mom's completely closed off about it. I love her to death, but she thinks it's devil's lettuce for sure.
Have you guys had a lot of conversations about that? Trying to open her mind up about it?
Yeah, I offered her to go on a tour to the Reef Dispensary in Vegas. It's an unreal facility. It's huge. And they don't do tours to anyone. They do tours to like Lamar Odom, Snoop, like Riff Raff. Like they give tours to some celebrities in there. And I got a tour because of family friend or my friend is dating the sister of the guy who owns it. So we got a tour. My mom said she wouldn't go on it, so I was like, all right. We got in a little fight about that, but yeah.
You're trying, at least. You're trying.
I'm trying, and I feel like it would help her a lot in her life, and we've gotten a lot of fights over it, but I'm gonna keep trying until I can maybe it's the way I'm going about it. Got to learn.
Have you heard of a company called the Receptra Naturals? They're an all-natural CBD oil company. They're legal in all 50 states. They use hemp oil or hemp extracts to make CBD oil and like topicals. A lot of athletes are using them. A lot of MMA athletes are using them. Have you thought about maybe introducing something that's kind of on the borderline to her?
I'm down. I mean, yeah, I need to go maybe about that way. She's just super hard to talk to about it. She just thinks she knows. Like she's like, I already know all the facts. Like I don't know. She's super closed-minded about it. But I'm down to get into that CBD stuff myself though. Maybe get a sponsor, help hook me up with some stuff.
Yeah, man, I got a good link through Receptra Naturals. I'll give you the line before we get off the line today. Hook you up.
That'd be awesome.
So about the fight though, did you expect that to go exactly the way it went, or were you kind of disappointed that you got taken down and spent a little time on the ground?
I was super surprised when I was on my back. I was like, I was talking to him the whole time. I was telling, like, literally the entire time I was on my back, I was talking to him. And if you watch the fight closely, he didn't even hit me when I was on the ground. It looks like he's hit my arm, hit my leg. He didn't even hit me. I was talking shit to him the whole time, telling him, let's get up, bitch, let's fight. But I was surprised when I was on my back. But I knew, like, I trained with the baddest dudes. I trained with UFC fighters. I trained with the baddest dudes. And, you know, I'm hard to finish. It's not like you get me down, the fight's over. I got good jiu-jitsu. You know, I threw up a triangle. You know, we got out, whatever. But we got up and finished the job. But other than that, I expected it to go exactly how it went. I knew I was going to be faster than him. I knew he wasn't going to be able to catch me. So it was fun.
So do you feel like you match up well with the bantamweights that are already in the UFC?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to give trouble to anybody in the bantamweight division. I don't really know too many people in the bantamweight division besides like the top guys, like you know, like Cody and Dominic, and TJ, and all those guys. Like, other than that, I don't really know much about the bantamweight division. I haven't really looked at the roster too much, but hopefully they're gonna give me a fight here by the end of the year sometime. So that'd be cool.
So what are you most looking forward to about fighting in the UFC?
Just the attention, the spotlight. Like, that's the biggest. That's like playing in the NFL. You know what I mean? That's the biggest league. So I'm super pumped about it. I'm 22 years old. I'm going to have a career. I'm going to try to fight, you know, until I'm 34, 35. I see guys fight until they're 38. Yoel Romero's 40, but he's a fucking freak of nature. But so I want to fight for a long time. So I'm just going to get in the UFC, take some smart fights, take some good fights, you know, listen to my body heal up, and just have a long career.
You're in Arizona. Are you close enough to use the UFC facility at all in Vegas?
I've been there a couple times. When we were filming for the Contender Series, they flew us out there to do some medicals and stuff, do some interviews, and I got to use it then. And that place is it's unreal, dude. It's amazing. I love it. Then I went, drove down for a couple extra days early before my fight and used it then too. But I'm about 4 hours away. I'll probably go down there more now that I have that opportunity to use that building. So yeah, I'll probably go down there more now.
That's got to be an awesome experience to just all of a sudden get kind of thrust into the spotlight and then be able to have all those facilities at your use, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I'm super pumped for this whole opportunity. I was I'm ready. I'm ready to fight again. Hopefully in November, go down, and hopefully it'll be in Vegas too, because I wouldn't mind going down there a couple weeks early and using that facility, the rehab there, the physical therapy, everything there is just amazing.
Have you thought about a walkout song yet?
No, but I'm going to message Snoop on Twitter or Instagram and ask him if he would want to walk down with me, because he said he'd walk down any alley with O Malley. So
right.
I'm going to see if he'll walk down the UFC alley with me.
There you go. Your first fight?
Oops, sorry. What's that?
I said your first fight.
Oh, did I leave? Just a sec. Sorry, I pushed a button. Oh, there we go.
Cool. You had mentioned during the show with Ariel that you might want to get a knockout first before. Were you going to do it your first fight, ask him to walk you down?
See, yeah, I did say that on Ariel. I said I feel like maybe I should knock someone out on the UFC, but I'm going to knock this next dude out too, so I might as well bring Snoop with.
Right on, brother. Good to hear, my man. Hey, well, we're looking forward to it, my man. I appreciate your time. You're an exciting fighter. You're obviously an exciting character as well, so I appreciate you giving me the time today, man.
Thank you very much. You ever used this vaporizer before?
Nah, man, no. Let me.
This one's my favorite one.
That's sweet.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, this one's tight, but. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother. Take care, my man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Malley combination. 3-piece dinner with biscuits. Oh, Malley! Oh, Malley!